Hey guys, what's going on? It's Twintuitive 717. I am back with another video. I'm here with Mega Good Vibes. We're just hanging out. We want to talk about the masculines a little bit and what it is they're going through. What I'm feeling with the masculine collective, it's like, they're taking steps forward and then they'll take a step back. And then they'll take some steps forward and then they'll take a step back. And I feel like it's quite natural just having those masculine tendencies to apply logic to everything. It's just what they are maybe facing right now. So many of you may be getting communication from them and then their silence. And then a little bit of communication and then again their silence. But the energy from the feminine this time around, it's just different. Like many of your masculines feel a change within you, Divine Feminine. A lot of you aren't really concerned about ghosting or being ghosted, or I feel like a lot of you have so much going on your plate. And, what I'm getting is like you're sending off this energy of like just being neutral with your divine masculine. That's what I'm getting, okay? A lot of you at this time, divine feminine, it's like you've understood. You've understood the assignment, okay? So when your masculines do come forward, I'm seeing that a lot of them are maybe coming on very strongly, and a lot of you are putting up blocks. Okay, and that genuinely is because I feel like a lot of you have a lot on your plate. Let's get the feminine's energy here. Okay, that's where I want to start with this reading. Let's get the feminine's energy. Okay, these are way too many. We'll try to get one specific card. Universe, could you kindly help us with just a direct message? How does the masculine see the feminines right now? Especially if many of them are trying to approach like for communication. Okay, so we have the Six of Wands here. Okay, I feel like they see you as very confident. You have it all together. You're living your purpose, Divine Feminine, and this is what I mean by you guys have a lot on your plate right now. You're experiencing a lot of victory as well. Many of you are helping people in your community. You're busy with your own projects. I feel like many of the divine feminines are experiencing a lot of abundance, and for the first time you guys are having to apply just a bit of your inner masculine wisdom on how to manage your resources, and again, just really tapping into your purpose. How can I continue to live out my purpose? And it's a very magnetic, attractive energy. Okay, this is like the big shift I feel on the journey, is that many of your masculines are, they're feeling the love and like the romance and like the disbelief also is what I'm hearing. That they're genuinely on this twin flame journey. It's like you weren't actually crazy, Divine Feminine, because now they're starting to go, holy crap, like a lot of the things that you were talking about, it's starting to happen to me. Okay, so we have Masquerade. I'm sensing like many of them feel like they have wasted a lot of time. That's what I'm getting with this card. A lot of time wasted. Just the word mask in there as well. I feel like a lot of them are looking at the life, and they're looking at the life they've been living, and they're comparing it to you. And the Six of Wands energy here. I feel like a lot of your masculines secretly, they wish that they would have done what you would have done, which is, diligently stay the course and work through your projects, Divine Feminine. But that's feminine energy. I feel like a lot of you are so patient when it comes to your goals. This is a divine feminine who works silently, and you don't really tell anybody about what it is you're doing. You just, you work very hard and you keep at things, and you have this inner strength within you to just keep going. Like if you have an idea in mind and you really believe that you can bring that idea to fruition, there's nothing that you won't do to get it off the ground. And I feel too, Divine Feminines, like the action portion of you making your dreams come true, that energy started coming through more and more strongly when you started interacting with your masculine. okay? Your actual counterpart, okay? They started awakening just all of these feelings within you. A lot of us too talk about, the whole Kundalini rising, and I feel like it really is a call to understand that we do have both energies within us. And of course, we may operate primarily from one or the other. But there's just something about this divine feminine that, like, you guys, I don't know why I'm hearing the word tomboy, but then you guys have the ability to really clean up shop and like get all girly and dressed up and dolled up if you'd like to. But then you also have this personality about you that can come off as very tomboyish, or you just know how to kick it with the guys, or get along well with the opposite sex, okay, depending on your energy. And so, yeah, I just feel like a lot of your masculines, there's something about you that they are attracted to, and I feel like it's that balance. What I think that many of them are realizing now is that they're going to have to somehow go on the journey that you've gone on, Divine Feminine. How do they feel about that? Just, oh, I'm sorry, baby. Oh, it's just the card flicked you. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we have gilded regret that's coming through. And that's why I'm saying I think many of them maybe wish that they have taken the course that you had taken, Divine Feminine. I feel like a lot of your masculines really regret the way that they handled the connection. I think it's natural for the Divine Feminines to want nothing but friendship from them at this time, but that they may be having a hard time accepting that. Okay, so they may try to create like distance between you guys. They may try to ghost, but I feel like this time around, the feminines, you guys are like, you do what you gotta do. Like, I have a lot of things going on right now, and if you have to kind of figure yourself out, oh, she's using my hand as a pillow. I have to shuffle this deck though, okay? I'm gonna do it very gently. Okay, so I feel like, yeah, there's just something within you, the energy within you, Divine Feminine, that they really admire, and that's why they're drawn to you, and that's why they ghost you. They may get triggered too, hearing that you're doing very well for yourself, and it's like a bittersweet energy of just wanting someone so much, but at the same time feeling so intimidated by them that you can't approach them. I'm getting the energy of like your masculines feeling like they'll never get a chance to be with you. It's like this kind of like pouty energy, kind of like the look on this face here. In both cards, I feel like there's this kind of pouting that's going on. And then you have the energy of regret as well. How do they see you right now, Divine Feminine? Okay, let's go ahead and get some messages from these cards here. I feel like they're worried about you moving on, finding love elsewhere. I think too with the butterflies in this image, maybe it has something to do with, and you have the 2 6s here coming out as well, Divine Feminine. You have the 6 of Swords and you have the 6 of Wands. Okay, they see you as like being rewarded by the universe. And the man that's pushing the boat, I feel like your masculines, they're scared at this time that their karma is going to have to be watching you be happy with somebody else. They're going to be forced to like watch it, kind of like how the man here is rowing the boat. And it's almost like he kind of has to be in that position in order to get these two where they need to be going. And I feel like the swords in the background, it represents the Divine Feminine having to be decisive and make a decision. Many of the Divine Feminines, I feel like you guys are in a place of overcoming this feeling of like guilt. Like, do I move forward? Like, can I actually attract soulmate love? Like, can I? And it's been like, this huge trigger for a lot of people on the journey where it's like, no, once you meet your twin flame, you're only destined to be with your twin flame, and don't tell me any other truth. I feel like we have free will on this planet, and, many of you are definitely getting invitations, and you have suitors around you that certainly want your attention, and you have been curious at times, Divine Feminine. And all I'm saying is that this card represents your masculines being very much aware of that, and that they know that it is your decision to make. Okay, many of you have really walked a lot of this journey on your own, right? Like, I feel like a lot of you have gotten to where you are, and you did it by yourself. Okay, many of you, despite, meeting your masculines and then going through separation, which is like finding true love and then having it like taken from you because of obvious obstacles in the way, many of you just kind of accepted that, and you went along, and you transformed with the beautiful butterfly surrounding these two. And I feel like this reading with the regret here and the mask and the feminine's energy starting off as being in the Six of Wands, the universe wants to reward you, Divine Feminine, and many of your masculines know that it's coming. Okay, they can feel it. In fact, it may not even be uncommon that many of your masculines are hearing your name come up. They may even be hearing like their own friends talking about how, you look great or you look good, not knowing that there's this connection going on between you two. But yeah, I feel like this is something that's kind of heavy on their mind here when they think about you. Okay, like when they see you, when they look at you, this is something that they may find coming up. And again, many of your masculines too are like they have certain psychic abilities and intuitive abilities, and they can pick up on your energy too, Divine Feminine. They somehow just know. Like, you guys might find like, man, like right when I'm ready to like move forward or into something new, your person pops up. It's like they can feel you. Okay, they can feel what you're going through. It also kind of helps them along the journey as well, because when they dream about you, it's like they ask themselves, like, why would I be dreaming about this person? And it's like, well, maybe because you think about this person, 24/7, and it kind of leads them right back to you. We have, oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so we have the Chariot card that's coming through. I'm just kind of hesitant to show it, only because YouTube's been crazy lately with like restricting videos. That's why I haven't been using a lot of the Tarot of Sexual Magic cards. But yeah, we have the Chariot card here. Let me see if I can just kind of cover it up. But it's these two kind of connecting here, and I feel like things could really go in either direction. I'll just place it behind here. Things could go in either direction for you both, is what I'm feeling. And the reason I say that is because there's still a lot of passion for your masculine. I think that this is a Divine Feminine that you still have a lot of passion for your Divine Masculine, because, if you notice, both the energies are kind of looking off into the distance here. One's blindfolded and one has their mouth, kind of taped shut. I feel like it has something to do with what your masculine's not seeing and what you're not saying, Divine Feminine. Because the Chariot card in itself, represents planning and strategizing. And that's your masculine's energy, but their biggest fear is this 6 here, the 6 of Swords, is you finding love again. And the thing about it is, like, if you end up finding love again, they're gonna wait for you. Because, the energy I'm getting is, like, they think that this may be a possibility, okay? We have the 3 of Cups coming up as well, okay? So there's definitely a third energy here. If you notice, they're all kind of sitting around here with their cups. But there's one staring off at the other two. It's that same energy of one staring off at these two. who are kissing. Many of your masculines, they know that a new start or a new beginning in love is coming for you, divine feminine, whether it's with them, should they choose to, really work through these energies here, which is a big change for this divine masculine, because I feel like you've humbled them with your love, and not only your love, but just like the person that you are. They're either going to go off and do the work, and you're going to be put in a situation where you're gonna focus more on like your goals or your dreams or something to do with your pentacles. Or I feel like it could be new love. Maybe your masculine somehow is manifesting this as well, because it could be like the worst case scenario. Without knowing it, they're so focused on maybe like who you're with and what you're doing. I'm seeing a divine masculine as well that may be like checking your social media, and they can't help but check who's liking your posts, hoping that they're maybe going to catch a glimpse or a clue as to whether or not you're with anybody at this time, divine feminine. Because the way they feel for you, or the way they are feeling for you, it's like it would kill them to know that you're with somebody else right now, knowing that they feel this intensity towards you. And I know some of you might be thinking that's so selfish of them, considering like these whole karmic situations and things like that. But that was before they felt the whole twin flame intensity and epiphany in their heart. Like I'm talking about like it's excruciating. It's excruciatingly painful, okay, if that's even a word, to be away from you at this time. Like it's an uncomfortable feeling. It's like they want to be near you so bad. Okay, this is a masculine who purposely has to delete certain apps off their phone so they won't be tempted to just reach out to you, okay, and pour their pour their heart out. I feel like part of that too could be like it maybe just isn't time, okay, for them to really pour that out, because they really sorry guys for all of those sorry for all of the alerts, okay. They have to work through this energy first, okay, in order to have this new love. But I feel like the Chariot card in this reading here, oh, what the heck, I'll just show it, who cares. The Chariot card in the reading here represents that they want to work through it because they can feel that you're still holding space. Like even by you guys finding this reading, or maybe even watching this reading, your masculines can feel you. So a lot of you might think that it's like, oh yeah, I don't have social media, we don't keep in touch. If you guys think about them energetically, they can feel that. Okay, so until you've managed to stop thinking about them energetically as well, that's how you know like it's not your twin flame. But it's like if you try to disconnect and their energy is still there, then it's almost like what I'm hearing from the universe is it's unfinished business. That's what I'm getting. Okay, let's get a direct message from the masculine here and find out what they want you to know, especially about this unfinished business. Man, this card keeps coming up. Even when I'm like just shuffling the deck, it keeps flying out. Like even like before I turn on the camera, I usually go through all of the decks and I give them a good shuffle and I knock them and I clear them. But this card keeps falling out. I'm telling you guys, many of your masculines are seeing signs about you that they can't ignore. And it's signs that are personal to them. Like there's no way you could have anything to do with making it known that you're their twin flame. It's like they're seeing it for themselves. It's like there's no way the divine feminine could have anything to do with this. These are very rare signs that they're seeing from the universe. And I feel like that's exactly what's putting them into the regret, and also looking at the idea that it's like, they've been wearing a false mask. A lot of your masculines too are feeling uncomfortable around the idea of admitting that you're the one that they want to be with. It's like, you may have a long history, divine feminine, of being known as the other woman, or this person in the background that your masculine has maybe been unfaithful with the karmic, or like whatever the case is, right? Because not everybody's going to understand the twin flame journey, and in the masculine's life and with the karmics, it's like no one's going to understand like the bond that you guys share. But now the masculines are starting to understand it. And they're having so much more, compassion for you as well, because part of this regret that many of them are feeling are the way that they allowed others to judge you so harshly. And they themselves judged you so harshly, especially if you guys are tarot readers, or, you might, because of this whole journey, stepped onto like a more spiritual path, or you're not afraid to share your spirituality and like talk about healing. And like, I feel like a lot of people might have looked at you and maybe judged you harshly for that. And now your masculine's in the exact same place. It's like they judged the exact person that they now are becoming. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Okay, what kind of signs are they seeing, or what are these signs making them think or feel? Okay, I'll take what fell out on the very top here, okay? I feel like I'm living in hell now because of how I treated you. Oh my goodness. Okay. So some of the signs might be a lot of the karma that they're facing or going through. It may be similar to the way that they treated you, or certain things may be happening to them and the universe is sending them certain flashbacks or certain memories of the way that they treated you. And they're linking the two together. They're linking the bad experiences that they're having along with these flashbacks that tend to happen while they're having that bad experience. Okay? So many of them are they didn't believe in stuff like karma and things like that. Now they do. Okay? Now, through these flashbacks that many of them are having, I feel like now more than ever, many of your masculines are realizing it's like the universe is showing them. It's funny because like over the holidays and stuff, I tried to get my son to watch like Scrooge, where he kind of goes and he has these flashbacks of like the way that he was and the impact that he could have made, but he chose to be cruel to others instead. I feel like that's what's happening to your masculines. Okay. Like they legit are having these feelings of like something going wrong, and then all of a sudden a memory comes up where, again, they might have laughed at you, they might have, tried to dog you out, like compare you to their karmic, like whatever the situation is. I feel like they're having that realization of like, treating others with kindness, treating others with like respect and dignity, and a lot of the gilded regret too is like, I can't believe that I treated someone who was so pure and kind and nice and genuine. I can't believe I treated them in such a way. Okay, another message we have wanting to come through is, I really want to see you in person. I long to touch you, to look at you. Part of this is because it's the only way that they can really apologize, I feel. It's like, talking to you over the phone or like through text message, it won't do, because they genuinely want you to look into their eyes and like see how they feel. I feel like a lot of your masculines too, this energy is driving them crazy. This is what keeps them up at night. This is what makes them feel bouts of like anxiety. A lot of them are longing for their feminines. They're longing for you, especially through the image in this card here as well, right? It's like they're trying to find a way to be close to you or to connect with you. But again, I'm hearing there's much work to be done, probably because we have gilded regret coming through in masquerade. They need to get out of some kind of karmic situation where like it's just fake. It's not the real them. It's not like what they want for themselves. And even though it's orchestrated in a way where it's going to shock everybody that they want another life for themselves, they're going to have to kind of deal with that, because this time around the energy is really different with the divine feminines, okay? Because again, the Six of Swords is indicating that there's so much possibility for the feminines. I feel like a lot of you are experiencing so much freedom, and it might be really scary at times. Many of you might be on your own. You might have been celibate for a really long time. There are nights and days where the loneliness kicks in, and then there's other days where you feel so excited and so free, and you know that something big is coming, but you don't know what it is, your masculines can feel this too. Okay, so it's like the opposite's happening right now. Many of you are feeling just, like overjoyed in a sense. It could be scary, like it hits you that you're just alone. Like, will you find love again? Like, what does this mean with the whole twin flame journey? Like, possibilities, okay? And that's what the butterflies, I think, in this card mean here as well. And then your masculines right now are going through the same thing, bouts of excitement, because they're finally realizing who it is you are, and that they actually have experienced true love, and that they've attracted this into their life. But then again, there's those really like dark, cold, lonely nights where they're filled with a lot of regret, and the realization that they're wearing a mask. Okay, so yeah, stay tuned, folks, is all I can say. And I guess we'll just kind of see where the energy goes. I'm really wishing the masculine collective all the best. And again, like I mentioned in previous readings, self-care is going to be a huge thing right now for the masculines. Really disengaging from the static of like social media, getting more out there in nature, exercising more, getting more water, just, spending time with themselves and getting into a place where they feel really good about that solitude, and not needing anybody around or any substances to kind of fill that hole. Just simple breathing in, that beautiful oxygen, and filling up ourselves with gratitude. I feel like that's what's probably going to be in store for a lot of them. So it's going to be a lot of gentle, beautiful energy, a lot of healing energy coming from the masculine collective to be coming up. And I feel like many of the feminines too are really going to be softening up, and it's going to hit you guys out of nowhere. Okay. Remember, if you guys want love, you have to believe in it. All right. I love you guys. Take care. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Check out the mega crew, this little cutie boo. Check us out on Patreon. And we'd love to have you guys there. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys again in tomorrow night's reading. Okay. All right. Bye, guys.